It really builds you up, doesn't it, with that music?
I was really hyped. I loved it. That was our sports music.
What other music options do we have, Gib? Oh, yeah, maybe we'll figure it out later. Welcome to the digital studio here at UpNorthLive. I'm Brendan with Heather, who's been busy.
Busy. Yep. Looking, typey. Nervous. No.
Nervous. Why nervous?
No, just, lake effect is fun. And if you guys have lived in northern Michigan for any period of time through the winter, the wind shifts, that means snow shifts.
So, one area could get, I don't know, a foot, a couple miles away, maybe a couple inches.
Yeah, and then like maybe if you're a little north and east, 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's just...
The challenges of forecasting with lake effect, I think that's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, the challenges, I love lake effect, but it's more like a love-hate relationship.
Sure.
Because I love the challenge, but with that comes frustrations.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of people are looking at the forecast, but they also have to understand that the models change and that you're doing your best.
Yes.
Yeah, you and the weather team.
Yes.
Trying to figure out what's going to happen.
And those who have lived here know that it can change. But generally speaking, the same idea that we've been saying the past few days holds true. Some spots just might see more than others. And especially, some spots, easily a foot, but some spots, especially if you're on the east side, we've been saying that too for a few days, not going to see as much.
Okay.
Just a few inches. So really depends on location, but the areas like the snow belts, like we're talking Otsego County, especially Mansalona, Kalkaska, those spots that consistently get hit with the snow are going to just get hit with the snow by tomorrow. You're going to be digging yourselves out. Yeah, literally.
Well, we have to get to the weather quiz, and then the floor will be yours, Heather.
Yeah. Any other thoughts before we get started?
Nope.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, good.
Brendan's getting his snow tires finally. I'm getting a snow scraper finally. We're in the winter season. We're ready.
You had one though, right? Just wasn't in your car?
Yeah, here's the thing. Somehow last winter it was lost when I moved.
Oh.
And then it never turned up again.
Oh,
and so I don't know if I left it in my garage and then it got taken and then it just never showed back up. Because it was a brand new, nice snow scraper. And then I was like, nah. And last winter I was like, I know it's gonna be pretty mild. So the amount of times I even needed it were minimal. And I have the de-icer spray, which I love, that has a scraper on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So especially when it's icy, which is what we typically dealt with last year too.
Yeah.
That was easy. But we're talking quite a few inches of snow. The little with your arm doesn't really work.
Yeah, it's a good investment to get that ice scraper, snow scraper.
I didn't get one of those snow joes, the ones we have at the station that are just like...
Oh, yeah, it just will push all that,
the wide square
Yep.
that just gets rid of a lot of that snow. So I had one at home, because North Idaho, we see a lot of snow. But it was left at home when I moved. And I was like, I need one of those.
Well,
so
now everybody's up to date on what we have and don't have for the snow equipment.
I'm just saying, if you don't have it now's a good time, you guys.
That's fine.
Learn from us. That's what I'm saying. Because with our lack of ice cover, we are likely going to be in similar patterns throughout winter unless we get more ice, which means prolonged periods of cold temperatures, which we just are not seeing.
Yep.
So this is an educational moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting guesses for the weather quiz. Tom talking about the Nutcracker.
Ooh.
A lot of things to get to.
Okay, we'll get to it then. So we're talking about the full moon. It peaks, the December full moon peaks this Sunday at 4:02 a.m. And what is this full moon called? Is it the snowy moon, the cold moon, or the oak moon?
We'll have that answer in a few minutes.
Yeah, you'll have to wait. Stay tuned. We're talking about winter weather. We're already starting to see some light snow around early this morning, and we're waking up to cloudy skies. It's going to be pretty overcast today because of that lake effect sticking around. So some lighter showers if you're traveling through Leelanau County, northern Grand Traverse, Benzie, Manistee, And one of the spots where we did see cancellations today were because of some slick roads over in Mason County. So Ludington and some Mason County schools are closed today because of the slick road conditions, because we saw those warmer temperatures yesterday, and then it cooled off overnight, and then it left a sheet of ice on the ground. Even when I drove into work early this morning, it was a bit slick. So just know that if you are traveling anywhere today, you could still deal with that, especially with our cooler temperatures, and then some lighter snow showers on top of that. We have that winter storm warning in effect through 7 p.m. tonight. If you're along the northern lower shoreline, primarily that Lake Michigan shoreline, and then we have that winter weather advisory in portions of the eastern upper peninsula through the northern lower for additional snowfall too. Here's a look at our travel conditions over the next few days. Caution today, especially if you're traveling tonight. We are looking at that snow picking up. We're looking at low visibility, blowing snow, drifting, and potentially some whiteout conditions if you are east of I-75. So if you can get your errands done early, maybe not leave the house tonight, that would be advised. And then tomorrow morning, we are looking at slick road conditions. A bit more widespread, but especially west of I-75 is where that snow is really going to start to pile up. Again, blowing snow, drifting. And then some lake effect will linger into Friday, not much of Friday. And sunshine finally back in the forecast after several days of cloud cover. Here's a look at Wednesday. We'll see that snow continuing, especially if you are traveling along Highway 31 in the northern lower. That is where we are looking at pretty consistent snowfall throughout the morning into the afternoon. And then that's a look at tonight. Closer to dinner, we're going to see that widespread snow moving in, that lake effect. Winds pick up tonight too. As I mentioned, blowing snow, whiteout conditions, and drifting will be possible. That lake effect snow machine continues, especially with higher snowfall rates overnight into early tomorrow morning. Those usual snowbelt regions, we're talking Charlevoix, Antrim, Kalkaska, parts of Crawford and Otsego counties mainly impacted with that consistent snowfall. Other portions will still see quite a bit of snowfall too, and that carries into Thursday afternoon, and lake effect machine continues through late Thursday evening. That's a look at closer to midnight. Still, Antrim County, Kalkaska, parts of Crawford, still going to see some of that snow. And again, the winds could shift, meaning that some locations could see more or less. But generally speaking, those will be the areas that are impacted the most. And then a few showers into early Friday. Here's a look at how much snow we're expecting. So this is from now, right now, through late tonight. This is closer to midnight. Closer to a half a foot in Manistee, locally higher amounts possible. 3, maybe 4 inches in Ludington, a bit more if you're east. 5 in Cadillac, 4 or 5 in Traverse City. 4 or 5, maybe upwards of 6 there from Bel Air to Boyne Falls. Gaylord only about 3 inches. North of Gaylord could see a bit more. Not much in the eastern upper peninsula. That's why they don't have that winter storm warning. And then you can see it really piles up. So through Thursday night, look at that. Gaylord closer to 23 inches, especially inland from Gaylord. We're looking at potentially 24 inches, maybe more than that. 22 in Boyne Falls, 12 in Bel Air, about 8 in Traverse City. And you see those darker purple colors just west of Traverse City through Leelanau, Benzie. That spot specifically could see about a foot. So really depends on location, depends on the wind shift, but this is generally speaking what we are expecting in that triangle area from like southern Emmett County through Charlevoix, Otsego, and Antrim County. That's the bullseye. That's what we're talking about. Significant amounts of snow by Thursday. Here's a look at our highs today, 20s and 30s with scattered snow showers around the eastern UP. Winds mainly out of the northwest, shifting more westerly. Scattered snow showers becoming a little bit more widespread later on today. Around freezing in Traverse City, 30 in Frankfort, Benzonia, cloudy skies, and snow at times in our southern counties. Here's a look at our lows tonight, really cooling off. This Arctic air mass moves in. Highs or lows tonight only reaching the teens in the eastern UP with some scattered snow showers. Lake effect snow continues tonight if you're south of the bridge, 11 in Grayling, 12 in Mayo. And it's going to feel a lot cooler out there, especially with the wind chills, because the winds will really be picking up. That's where we're going to see wind gusts well over the 30s, especially into tomorrow. And then Reed City, White Cloud, Big Rapids, single digits tonight for those lows, not even factoring in the wind chill. I want to show you the winds too. So here's a look at what we can expect this afternoon. That shoreline and Mackinac Island, we'll see those wind gusts reaching the 20s, maybe 30s. And then look at tonight. We're looking at maybe 40s there through Frankfort, Manistee, Ludington. And then really ramping up winds out of the northwest overnight into early tomorrow morning. Still a bit windy for the early part of the day. So blowing snow and drifting will be a thing we deal with. Here's a look at our extended forecast. Snow showers, scatter lake effect today, and that continues through Thursday. Thursday is that Arctic air mass. And we are looking at a lot of spots seeing single digits with wind chill values or below 0. So it's going to be very frigid Thursday. Friday, we're looking at a few snow showers into mainly the early part of the day. Peaks of sun will finally be possible. Looks like Saturday, we're going to see a warm up this weekend. And then a few rain showers on Sunday. Looks pretty light. And then Tuesday, that's when another system moves in. Looks like we're going to see widespread rain on Tuesday. And then here, look at that. And then every morning we debut a new pair of shoes from Golden Shoes in Traverse City. And this morning, we're showing you a pair of boots. So Brendan is walking around here. So we'll show you a pair of boots. You good, Brendan?
Yep.
So these are a pair of Tevas. Pretty comfortable, neutral. Some boots.
Yep.
We got all the boots on tap this week too again. In case you missed last week, we have more fun.
Jackie is at the top of my list here. Hi, Jackie.
Oh, my phone just went on sleep mode, but.
It's 26 in Kalkaska, snow on the deck. Looks like a winter wonderland around here, she said. And hopefully that recovery is going well, Jackie.
Yes, I hope so. We're glad you're back joining the Facebook Live conversation, but definitely rest up and hopefully you heal fast.
Nancy is watching from East Jordan, where it's 29. It's 25 for Susan Lash Sims. It's cloudy there in Kalkaska. Joel saying good morning from the 3rd floor, 26 degrees and moderate snow. An inch of new snow, he wants us to know.
Okay, good.
Paula said good morning from Boyne Falls, cloudy and 27 degrees. Updated intro music, nice, she says. Good job, Gib.
I know our Facebook viewers notice everything.
That's quite a change, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gail saying good morning, 26 degrees, partly cloudy in Kingsley, about 2 inches of snow last night, and cold moon is her guess for the quiz.
Okay. Also, my IFB is dead, so.
Gosh,
If
the
there's
phone's
any-
going to sleep, the battery's dying. Little earpieces, that's what the
My
IFB
battery
is.
internally dying, maybe? I don't know.
Oh dear. Have to get you into a doctor for
I
that.
know.
Alice saying good morning from Alpena. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Alice.
It's windy, snow all over, 27 degrees, she said. Paula is guessing cold moon for the quiz. Had mentioned Tom chiming in here, said we enjoyed 3 wonderful performances of the Nutcracker last weekend. If any of you Facebook friends missed it, especially those of you near the tip of the mitt, we will be performing it at the Sheboygan Opera House. It's coming Saturday at 7 p.m.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you for letting us know, Tom.
Yeah.
And we have, I was going to say, there's another Tom, Bois Blanc Island. He's not too far from Sheboygan.
No.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
What else do we have here? Jackie guessing cold moon. Susie Q, good to see your name as always. 23 degrees in Frederick. We got snow overnight, but maybe an inch or two. How are the roads tomorrow going to Traverse City for Weight Watchers?
No good.
No good is what she says, Susie Q.
I just want to see. So from now until tomorrow, we'll go the year. So through, actually, I want to zoom in. You know how the camera likes to change here? And I know it. And then I'm like, meh, whatever. Okay, let's get this here, delete that, go back here. All right, so this is through around, we'll go to like 1-ish. So from Kalkaska, right? Or is it?
Frederick, so in between Gaylord and Grayling.
Yeah. That's where we could see some significant snow, about 5, maybe 6 inches in Grayling. And you're going to be driving through about 6+ inches of snow. That will already be on the ground, at least by the afternoon.
And there's that blowing snow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so blowing snow will also be the main concern. Wind gusts. Let's look at wind gusts. The morning of 30s, maybe upper 20s. And that's consistent throughout the morning and the early afternoon. And then this is a look at Stormcast. So morning, some pretty heavier snow. You see the darker purple colors on the edge there of
Yeah.
Grayling. You might be driving into some lighter snow showers, but you're also going to be running into slick roads and low visibility.
Yeah. Well,
And you can stay home,
maybe stay home
and miss the meeting, I would advise that, just because it depends on individual road commissions too, to see if they can keep up with the quick snowfall rates overnight. So I know they're going to be doing their best. I just don't know how well it will be with drifting on roads too.
yeah, it's tough to keep
And,
up with.
and I was saying this too in the newsroom and yesterday, but this is very dry snow, very high SLR, snow liquid ratio. We're talking 19:20 to 1. It means very dry. So the drifting is a big possibility with this snow.
So Susie Q is wrapping presents today and finishing up Christmas sugar cookies. And maybe you can continue that into tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a baking
just stay
kind of
home.
day.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And she said, have a merry day, everyone. Thanks, Susie Q. Paula said, Joe Charlevoix had a map up last night that said 23 inches for Boyne Falls through Thursday, question mark.
Boyne Falls is kind of on the edge of where if the winds shift a bit. So you can see there. I'm thinking closer to a foot, upwards of a little bit over that. But look at that. So that pink color is 18 to 24 just south of Boyne Falls. So if the wind shifts just a little bit, as I was saying in the beginning of Facebook Live, that really determines who really sees the most amount of snow. So Boyne Falls is kind of on the edge there. It's still a lot, no matter if it's a foot or two,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So
Definitely catches your attention, doesn't
yeah,
it? Yep.
and just check in tonight with Joe too if you're watching, because we'll have the latest with the newer model runs. But as of this morning, Boyne Falls, about a foot of snow can be expected. If not, again, more than that. It'll just depend on that northwesterly shift.
Makes sense. We have my mom watching. She's saying good morning, Facebook friends. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Cloudy and 33 degrees in Port Huron. Hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. And I think, yep, that's going too. The battery's going. Joel is guessing cold moon. Paul is saying good morning from Rogers City. Susie Q is going with cold moon, as is Susan Lash Sims. Josephine said, love the boots.
Yeah.
Rich says, good morning. Jackie said, thanks, I missed you guys too. Virginia, watching from Heron, Michigan, if I'm saying that correctly. I need to brush up on my geography. Chris, watching from East Lansing. And Susie Q is thanking you, Heather, for that weather forecast.
Yes.
And Paul said, snow totals were too small. How much snow will fall in Rogers City?
Not much. Just because you guys are in that northwesterly zone. So basically what we're seeing right now is the cool temperatures over the big change in temperature over the lake. So lake is warm, but our temperatures aloft in the atmosphere right now are colder, and there's a lot of evaporation. So the moisture is kind of going to stay west of I-75. So Rogers City, you're going to be on the edge of a few inches. I really think 3 inches will be likely, although it's saying 4. I'd say 2 to 3 at most. And if you see less than that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hopefully that answers your question, Paul.
Yeah.
Susie Q says, Grayling doesn't get much. We get what Gaylord gets with the snow belt in Frederick there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're going to see a lot of snow.
Virginia, thank you for helping me with geography. Heron's just west of Alpena. And Jackie wants to know if anybody's ever found out where Christopher is. He liked one of my pictures on my page like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
But that's
No
about
update. I just think maybe he doesn't have the internet to join us in the morning. Maybe his schedule changed. We just
Could
haven't
be.
heard
Yeah.
from him. But we know he's out there. He was changing and updating his Facebook page to his new location. So until he
good
joins
sign.
Facebook Live, we really won't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Jackie. You're not the only one asking. All right, looks like we're up to date with the comments and guesses, Heather.
Alrighty, so the full moon in December peaks this Sunday. What is this full moon also known as?
The cold moon, bird.
Yeah, and it will come as a shock to no one, as most people are answering that. It's because it's so cold in December.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And here's like our weather quiz standings. So everyone got that right who answered. And our Facebook viewers, you guys are 2 for 3 this week. That was Kathy this morning. Producer Sarah's on a roll. And Brendan, Gib, and all the Facebook viewers are basically tied this week. 2 or 3.
And Joel said Facebook shows Christopher's in Alpena. My Wi-Fi wasn't working there for a little bit, so hopefully I'm seeing all the comments now.
Let me see.
So I went off
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
Joel
and
just
it looks
says.
like we're
Yeah, we knew. So Christopher had said on Facebook Live that Christopher was moving to Alpena, and that's when he stopped. We didn't hear from him after that. So, and then everyone just holding themselves accountable.
Yep.
But we have a new comment saying, "Have a dentist appointment today at 4. Driving from Grayling. Should I cancel?" From Grayling, from where? Traverse City?
So Janice, while I have a chance to type in where, driving from Grayling to where, yeah, that's a good question. We'll talk about what we're doing tomorrow during the TV show.
Yeah.
So we start at 4:30. We'll be there. If
We
you
will
want to join
be.
us, that's great. If not, we're there till 7. And we're going to be putting Madison into the Storm Team Weather Tracker truck, tracking those live road conditions, Heather.
We are, and she'll be driving slow and safely. But with the snow-covered roads, we want to show you those live conditions. And especially by tomorrow morning, I expect that there's going to be quite a drop in visibility, and several schools may be calling off because of the visibility and slick road conditions. So just know that that's a possibility. We don't make the calls here at the TV station. We just relay the information. Superintendents make that call. But just knowing the conditions we saw last week, and this is very similar, we had over 40 school closings last week because of the lake effect certain days.
So Janice is driving from Grayling to Kalkaska.
Oh, okay. So today, if you're leaving this afternoon, I imagine closer to 2 or 3 o'clock, you'll be driving through some snow for sure. But the thing is a lot of our accumulation will happen throughout the day today. So there might be a few inches on the ground. Winds don't pick up till later, closer to tonight. So at least the winds will hold off. My advice is just take the road slow. I never advise people to cancel anything unless you really have to. So take the road slow. That's what Stormcast shows, is just some pockets of heavier snow through Grayling around 2 or 3 o'clock. And then by the time you're in Kalkaska at 4, could see a small break from the snow, and then snow picks up again. So that's your call, Janice. But that's what we're looking at if you're trying to decide.
It's a dental appointment. Maybe it's just a general cleaning.
Yeah.
Maybe you can push it.
I know with some of my appointments are hard to reschedule.
Yeah. I hear you on that
Yeah.
one. I think that's about it. Those are all the comments for now, Heather. Anything else?
Cool. That's all I have. I had enough, I think.
Yeah, enough.
Had enough to say, is what I mean. Enough to say about the snow.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah. Be safe,
Appreciate your
everyone, if
time.
you're on the roads, if you're out and about, especially today and tomorrow. But check back with us tomorrow morning, too. We'll be back here. And we'll see you then.
Bye.
Have a good one.